Hey guys, Chris here. I'm just going to shut this door. So I wanted to show you guys a new product that Doug came up with from STUD mag loaders. So you know the mag loaders, these are the mag loaders, and these are the magazines that I use, which I bought this in 25 caliber. So I have some 25 caliber magazines, but now it's a 30 for bench rest, and I literally don't have one other 30 caliber magazine except for his. The magazines are that good. And so I have to shoot pellets obviously for the bench rest, so I know that the mag loaders are impressive. They do slugs, not as well, but they're very impressive. But you see, I'm not using a bag on my gun. This is his latest invention. This is the Ultrapood. So now this centerpiece is on a bearing just like what they have in the magazines, and it's an automotive grade bearing. Now when you turn this to lift it up and down, you don't have to move your gun, and it'll stay, you know, more. You're not holding a bag squeezed. And for instance, if you're on an uneven surface, you can just put one of these down and you have a little ball level right here, which is genius to have that. And say, and like my bubble's off a little bit because this is a plastic table, to this side, which meaning I have to raise this side a little bit, and now it's perfectly centered. I'm going to show you. I'll just zoom in on that real quick. Where am I? You see? It's perfectly centered because I was able to adjust it like that. So I mean, take a look at it. So hold on, let me move this. See, it has two levels. So once that first one gets to the top, the second one starts going up, and then he may even make a third riser if someone has a high bipod or something like that, and you need it higher. I think he's going to make an additional riser for it, but I think it's a very impressive idea as it is. Honestly, I got it sometime in the middle of this week, and I haven't reached for a sandbag since. I haven't even used the sandbag since. So I have a few videos that I need to make. Sorry guys, I haven't been posting as much stuff as I usually do because a lot of stuff has been taken up my time, but you'll see in the coming videos. But I wanted to make one specifically about this because, you know, Doug put a lot of time and effort into this, and honestly, the guy's a genius. He's really smart. He comes up with great ideas. I mean, look at this. The gun doesn't move. I'm practicing for competition right now, and you know, I mean, the bipod I've already showed you guys, but this on the back end, it makes it perfect. I mean, I don't know. I got very lucky with the people that I met. The guy who made that, now Doug who made this, and the magazines. I got very lucky with the people that I met, because this is a perfect gun at this point. So anyways, I just want to let you guys know, and I didn't pay for this. He did send me a prototype to test it for him, and you know, I did pay for all these. I did pay for most of the magazines. I think he gave me one prototype because he hadn't made a 30 caliber yet. But you guys know that I'm not about that kind of stuff. I pay for almost everything I get, and that's because I want to pay my way. You know, I'm just that way, and I'm not in it for things like that. So that's why, you know, and if I get things like that and somebody else needs them, I'm happy to give them to them. I'm about to make a silencer internal for a guy that contacted me off of YouTube. Needs a silencer for his impact. You know, he just had surgery and had the whole 9 yards. He's going through a hard time, so I'm gonna make him a silencer internal. So have him send me his shell, and I'm gonna fill it. So you know, it's not about the money for me. anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm not getting paid to do this video. I'm doing this video because this is genuinely an awesome product. I hate having to grab a sandbag and every time you go to shoot, you squeeze it until you're right on target, which the bipod made better, but the bipod doesn't have a whole lot of travel. You know, it's got enough, you know, you're not going to get to every target with it on a 25 card. You know, you're definitely not getting to every target on a 25 card with this. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that much travel. So it's, you know, it's great, don't get me wrong, and it's excellently designed, but it's that you need a monopod in the back, or if you don't have a monopod, you need an alternative. And this is an alternative for all of your guns, every single one. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully he's selling at Pyramid too now. So Pyramid has recently impressed me and really done right by me, which I'll talk about in another video. But take a look on Pyramid. He's got the magazines, which this is what is that, an empty? No, that's a full magazine. Here's an empty magazine that I just finished shooting, right? You guys can see this. There's no friction, and there's hard tension the whole way. You see how much tension is in there? It's got a serious spring, and that bearing makes it so smooth. It makes it so smooth. Anyways, they're very well made products. If you guys are interested, I think you should seriously consider it. And honestly, I don't even, once you try it, once you try some of his stuff and you realize how good he is at what he does, you won't hesitate at the rest. Because the mag loaders, the way that you just shake it and they fall into place, and then you flip it over on your little holders, and then they flip over onto your magazine. So essentially, for $100 or whatever it is, for 4 of those and the shaker thing, once you have that, you essentially have 4 more magazines, because you just dump them into your magazine, you flip it over, you put the one pellet, which is separately set up with the hole. So you turn this, you flip that one pellet. You know what? I'll show you right now. Oh, that's what I had this one ready for. So you see, this has one hole right there, right? So all you got to do is just go over a little bit. You turn this all the way around, hold that in place, flip this, get your one pellet. That's your first pellet, right? Now that's holding it in place. Let me back out a little bit, or move back a little bit. So that's holding it in place while you do the rest. Then you take the cover off, you take your magazine, put it here, line it up. That's it. Your magazine's full. I don't want to tip it too far, I'll dump it out, but that's all. That's it. That's the whole process. Once those are full, then that's how quick it is to fill your magazine. And I did another video just on these, but I'm just so impressed by this, because every other mag loader, like even Ed Gun, I'm building an Ed Gun, and I'll talk about that in another video, but they have a 6 magazine loader, but you hand load the whole thing with 6 magazines worth of ammunition. Nobody else has something like that you just shake it and they go in the correct direction, every single one, every single time, and then you have a way to hold them for when you need them. It's just pretty impressive, I think. So you should really check his stuff out, and really check his videos out, because he's a good dude. All right, thank you guys.